Hi Booktube, Aaron here. Hope you're doing okay. Today, for Poetry Thursday, I'm going to read a poem by Donne. He's a poet that I really quite like, but I don't read him nearly as much as I'd really like to. So maybe he'd work quite well in April, as this month I'm putting a bit more of a focus on just dipping in and out of things. So that works really quite well for poems and for short stories. So I don't have to feel like I have to read the entire collected poems of a single poet all in one go, or the collected stories of a certain short story writer all in one go. Instead, I can just dip in and out as I see fit. But today I'm going to read a poem by Donne, which I have read before and I really do quite like. But as always with his poems, there's always something a little different to it. Every time you come to it, the world of his poetry is really rich and really deep, and there are just so many just really vivid metaphors and just such compelling arguments and conceits, which I don't know, it just makes it just better and better every time you read him. So today I'm going to read a Valediction forbidding mourning, and I'll try to find a version of the poem online so I can link it in the description, so you can read along or you can read it afterwards if you're in the mood. So, a Valediction forbidding mourning by Donne. As virtuous men pass mildly away and whisper to their souls to go, while some of their sad friends do say the breath goes now, and some say no. So let us melt and make no noise, no tear floods nor sigh tempests move, to a profanation of our joys, to tell the laity our love. Moving of the earth brings harms and fears, men reckon what it did and meant, but trepidation of the spheres, though greater far, is innocent. Dull sublunary lovers love, whose soul is sense, cannot admit absence, because it doth remove those things which elemented it. But we, by a love so much refined, that ourselves know not what is, into assured of the mind, care less eyes, lips, and hands to miss. Our two souls, therefore, which are one, though I must go, endure not yet a breach, but an expansion, like gold to airy thinness beats. If they be two, they are two so as stiff twin compasses are two. Thy soul, the fixed foot, makes no show to move, but doth if the other do. And though it in the centre sit, yet when the other far doth roam, it leans and hearkens after it, and grows erect as that comes home. Such wilt thou be to me, who must, like the other foot, obliquely run. Thy firmness makes my circle just, and makes me end where I begun. So there we go, a Valediction forbidding mourning by Donne. He's quite the one for tongue twisters, so I'm glad I didn't mess that up more than I already did. There we go. The next one in here is the Ecstacy, which is my favourite Donne poem, but I won't read that. But I think a little while ago, David Wiley, it might have been a year ago, I can't remember now, but I can remember seeing David Wiley reading that poem for Poetry Thursday. So if I can find it, I'll have his version or his reading of the Ecstacy by John Donne down in the description, just in case you haven't got enough. And actually earlier today, just because I was in the mood, I was listening to one of my favourite radio shows in our time, and it was just a whole discussion about John Donne. So I'll try to link to that as well. Just if you're in the mood, I'm certainly in the mood for John Donne. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.